My name's Anthony Ferraro. I'm from Spring Lake, New Jersey in the USA, and my Paralympic sport is Judo. My disability is, it's called Leber's congenital amaurosis. It's a visual impairment. I was born with it. It's a degenerative eye condition, and it has to do with the retina. I used to be able to see a little bit when I was younger to navigate to get around and make out different shapes and things like that. And as I grew older, it just continued to get worse. And now I'm left with basically light and dark, and sometimes can make out the contrast of things, but that's about it. There was a documentary made about my wrestling career, and the Paralympic Committee ended up seeing this documentary, and then they saw, my talent in wrestling and reached out to me and asked, since wrestling's no longer in the Paralympics, would I consider training in judo? So I just said, why not? In a couple years, I became #1 in my country and started going to, international competitions. Parasport kind of changed my life because when I used to wrestle, it was against all sighted people, and although I did well, I dealt with a lot of adversity where people would think I was faking my blindness or say I had an unfair advantage, and there's none of that here. It's an even playing field for the most part, and being able to travel to some of these countries I've never even heard of before going to them is really a blessing. Be able to experience different cultures. Some of the biggest challenges I faced were losing a brother. My big brother is like my hero, and losing him was one of the hardest things I ever had to go through. But his memory and his energy keep me going, doing what I'm doing. He inspired me to start wrestling, so I kind of do a lot for him, and now I'm doing a lot for, I just recently had a baby, so I'm doing everything for her and my wife and my family. Nothing's really hard. God doesn't give you anything in your life you can't handle without Him. I think for other, disabled people, a parasport, it gives you a sense of community. It lets you know you're not alone. It can give you goals to work towards. It's definitely hard work. It's easy to make an excuse. It's easy to sit down and feel sorry for yourself and let life get to you. But as long as you just try, you can at least say you've tried. And I think trying things is very important in life because you never know what might be your next favorite thing in life, your next greatest accomplishment, things like that.